chose to do my informative speech on Oprah Winfrey. Do the things you think you cannot do. Fail at it, try again, do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. Oprah Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954 in Mississippi. She became a news anchor for a local CBS television station in Tennessee at age 19. After graduating from Tennessee State University, she worked as a television reporter and anchor in Baltimore, where she co-hosted her first talk show. Later renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show in 1985. She was the first African-American woman to host a successful national daytime talk show. She formed her own television production company in 1986. In 2000, she launched The O, which is the Oprah Winfrey magazine. Let's begin by discussing the many struggles of Oprah Winfrey. Her parents were separated soon after her birth. Her mother was 18 years old and her father was 20. She lived with her grandmother after the separation until she was 6 years old. She learned to read at age 2.5. She skipped kindergarten after she wrote her teacher a note on the first day of school saying she belonged in the first grade. She was promoted to 3rd grade after that year. She moved to the ghetto in Milwaukee to live with her mother and 2 brothers when she was 6 years old. She was sexually abused beginning at the age of 9 by men her family trusted. Her mother worked a lot of odd jobs and didn't have much time to supervise her. Oprah became a delinquent teenager. She did anything she could for attention. She faked a robbery in her house, smashed her glasses, feigned amnesia, and stole from her mother's purse. She did this all because she wanted a new pair of glasses. One time she spotted Aretha Franklin and convinced her she was an orphan child from Ohio. Aretha gave her $100 to rent a hotel room for a few nights until a minister brought her home. Her mother tried to send her to a delinquent center, but there wasn't any room for her. She was then sent to live with her father at age 15. Her father was very strict. He provided her with guidance, structure, rules, and most importantly, books. She was not allowed to have dinner until she learned at least 5 vocabulary words per evening. Let's now discuss the many successes of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah is the first African-American woman to host a successful national daytime talk show. She had her own television show called The Oprah Winfrey Show. It was noted for its uplifting and therapeutic tone. The show was highly influential, and many of its topics penetrated into the American pop culture consciousness. She used the show as a platform to teach and inspire, providing viewers with a positive, spiritually uplifting experience by featuring book clubs, compelling interviews, and self-improvement segments. The show gained credibility by not trying to profit off the product it endorsed, and had no licensing agreement with retailers when products were promoted, nor did the show make any money from endorsing books for its book club. Oprah founded a television production company called Harpo Productions. The company also had a film production company called Harpo Films and a radio division called Harpo Radio. Harpo Radio is actually Oprah spelled backwards, and this is how she named the successful company. Oprah is also an actress and was in The Color Purple in 1985 and Beloved in 1998. These are just a few examples. Oprah has her own magazine as well called The O. The magazine features tips for healthy eating as well as relationship tips. This magazine covers all the bases. Finally, let's discuss the many contributions Oprah has made to society. She founded the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in Africa. This school's goal is to nurture and educate young girls from impoverished backgrounds into future leaders. She founded the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, which supports the education of children and the empowerment of women. She also has an angel network. This network awards scholarships to various individuals and organizations. In conclusion, although Oprah struggled in the beginning of her life, she managed to pull through and come out on top. She overcame many struggles, became extremely successful, and gave back to society with numerous contributions. It truly doesn't matter where you come from as long as you always keep a positive outlook on life.